We're back with one of my favorite in the max tower tests. Always fun to see how long a very weak tower, but max buff can survive for. Today's showcase is going to be in the middle path, something I haven't tested before. But it's a good thing I waited a long time to test it, because they just keep, again, giving it buffs. The middle path Spike Factory has received the infinite buff glitch, and now it's like, and again, in my opinion, an A+ tier tower, maybe even S. And especially for late game, because its mob DPS now packs a very, very massive punch. So eventually we'll get to Carpet Spikes, but for now we'll look at Mob Shredder, and then following up with the Spike Storm. Because yeah, it's not just the tier 5s that I'm interested to see how far they make it. Also, you're probably wondering at this point, why am I not buying White Hot Spikes? Doesn't that increase the damage of Spike Factory against, like, deities or something like that? Well, at least that's something I've heard a lot of times. I don't know where this even came from. Probably people just think intuitively it would do extra damage, but no, this thing just gives you lead popping, which is already covered by the Homeland, and in fact, it's a DPS decrease, because with Geraldo, I can get a Camo Potion, or sorry, not a Camo Potion, well, I guess I could, for the +1 DT damage, but I can do the Sharpening Stone. If you upgrade to White Hot, you can no longer get the Sharpening Stone, which means we're actually not having a max buff Spike Factory if we upgrade. One of the few upgrades where, or one of the few times where upgrade something is a downgrade. Not me sounding like one of those classic ISAB video titles in the past, but I digress. Who needs a Spike Storm ability when you pretty much have the Spike Storm at home? We're jumping all the way to 98 now. How many spikes do you think it's shooting out, like, per second? Hard to really say. I'd say at least 20. But thou shall not pass. We are going to beat 98 without them getting past the second bend. And forget about round 100. That bad just disappeared, like Houdini. Oh, unfortunately, it may not last long in this world, though. 103 actually got to the last bend. Despite all those Pierce buffs that we've been giving. I guess it's because, you know, the Mob Shredder doesn't have extra Ceram damage. That's why Cerams eat up a majority of the spike pile. Therefore, I think 104 is probably death. And because, like, the round spawns instantly, or the balloons come instantly, so there's no time to accumulate a spike pile. So, wow, that's a pretty quick death. I thought it would last longer, but yeah, Ceram's OP. I guess now we'll see if a Spike Storm can save us. Definitely, in my opinion. There also might be some merit, because we're getting overwhelmed so quickly, just to, like, maybe use the Chinook to start this in the back of the track. That's probably something we'll do for the Carpet Spikes. But for now, I'll keep this guy in the middle. So here we go. Spike Storm just to delete all the Cerams. Oh, that's so much better. So much better than just the passive ability. Very nice, very nice. Now, could you imagine even more damage on that? And a free Spike Storm every 15 seconds. That's what we'd be looking at. Also, holy crap. The density of some of these rounds is just too damn high. So I still have to remember to use the ability here. At least for the Spike Storm, middle path's back. Bad rounds are the most exciting. It's always fun to see how quickly they can pop. And the first one there, well, was almost instant. Sure, why not a Spike Storm too? Holy crap. Not even like 10% of the spikes on each bad hit there, I'm pretty sure, given how much track there is on logs. But yeah, I mean, this thing is a single target king. What more can I say? So with that said, I think if it makes it to 200, it probably won't be the round that it dies on. It'd probably be some random dumb round that has like 500 ZMGs or something like that. Although I've gone late game enough times to, I think, have a feeling that there is no random seed that like just spawns a super dense wave. I think that would be pretty interesting to like spice up late game. Similar to like, you know, 163 with like 999 Cerams. Just throw 999 ZMDs for a round. Because, you know, right now all there is in difficulty-wise is just how many bads can you throw in a round? That's what most things die to. Or like, just how many long waves of FDTs can you send out? Forget, throw in a boss balloon at this point if we really, really want to spice it up. Now, wouldn't that be something if, like, bosses could scale in HP and speed, depending on the free play round? I think that would be a pretty fun late game idea. Not only that, but probably, like, good at reducing life, too, because now you only have one boss balloon to deal with, rather than, like, increasing difficulty by adding even more balloons. But I guess that kind of goes against what I was saying earlier in the, just let us just spawn out, like, really, really dense stuff. Also, I don't know if I want to use Reju Potions to, like, extend the lifespan of Spike Storm here, because that is pretty important, since, like, 99% of the damage right now is in the ability. I guess we'll do, like, a run without, and then one with, if we die. But now that I think of everybody's poor PCs and or mobile devices, then okay, never mind. Ignore my suggestion. BTD6, I don't think can handle something as crazy as that. I wouldn't mind personally if it came out really infrequently though. Oh, is 135 gonna kill me? Pretty close, but yeah, maybe as like a preset round, kind of like 1c3. It only happens once, so it's not like it's gonna completely mess up your late game attempts. Make it take like 3 times longer. And this might be one of the few towers where 137 is harder than like 138, because it is just so dense. One last Spike Storm to beat the BFB is nice. Infinite FDT spam is no problem. And how many spikes do you think it will take for us to pop a single F-Bad? Well, first things first, I want to see the damage with just spikes in one bend. So 419 to 480, like, that was only quote-unquote 60k damage on the spikes. Well, it's going up more now because it's running through them. But easy pickings for Spike Storm. In fact, the 2 ZMGs eat up more spikes than the whole F-Bad layer combined. Let that sink in. Oh crap, unfortunately it's over here, I think. I died 143 in my first attempt. Now restarting loses the buffs. So that means it's rejuvening time, and also I need to resync my tech bots because now my home landing's out of order, but okay, now I'll just use my Spike Storm early to clear out FDTs. Looks like 1 restart and we're good, although again, I did have to do a small cheese, but that's okay. Anything to make the Spike Storm look even more impressive. This round could be it. Lots of FZMGs. Nope, not yet. This has got to do it for the Spike Storm for sure, right? There's like 5 ZMGs left. Not if this one last Spike Storm has anything to say about it. Last bend now. Okay, no way it beats 151, right? There's so many bads here. I refuse to believe it. Yep, it's pushing. And I won't have the Spike Storm up in time. Actually, I will. One last one. See if we can beat 2 ZMGs. All right, never mind. Okay, this here is it for real, right? Yeah, I don't have the Spike Storm. I'm like 2 seconds off. Personally, I think I see enough. We could probably make it a couple more rounds with more rejuice, but honestly, I want to go big. I want to see the monster that is Carpet Spikes right now. So here we go. Unleash. So just how much better is it compared to a Spike Storm? Well, watch here. Let's see how far these bads get. Not even close. That's like at least 4 times better. Also, it just completely occurred to me that the Carpet Spikes gains much more range. I guess I never noticed because, I mean, who really cares about the range of which those spikes? But this honestly is a bad thing because if as I said earlier, if I want like the Carpet Spikes to only touch stuff at the exit, because you know around is hard, then this map is impossible for it. Because if I put it here, then it still has a lot of space where it doesn't hit mobs at all. Because its range is so big and it's spreading it so thinly that I think if Bloons get to like the last bend, then well, we won't have as much concentration of spikes at the back. I mean, obviously that doesn't matter for now because we're just literally eating through even the early 170s, or at least about to be early 170s, but could matter again once we reach like the true highest round of this thing. And thanks to our good old friend, the DPS display, we can probably see some crazy numbers with just the Spike Storm ability. Yeah, I saw a peak of 540 when all the spikes came out. So definitely a tower with like one of the highest potential single points of single target or overall DPS. But obviously if that could be sustained, then that would be pretty nutty. Where's the quantum entanglement bug when you need it? Could you imagine if that was still in the game? Yes, they did patch that. Those who are out of the loop. Personally, I don't really see it as a surprise though, because it's such a game-breaking bug. No way that they just leave that in the game for like, hey guys, you can just have fun with this for the rest of the game's existence. You know, the likelihood of a bug being patched is pretty much like proportional to how popular that bug ends up being. That kind of goes without saying. So I, for one, am not surprised that the quantum entanglement has eventually reached its fate. Also, we're actually dead? Huh. I did not expect 188 to be it. Damn, I really thought 200 was in the books, even despite I know the high density of these rounds here. I guess I'll just be more diligent in using my ability. Maybe a good thing would be to save Spike Storm for when Called Arms is active, or rather Homeland. Maybe sometimes I activated it when it was only tier 4 village. Or maybe just a simple restart is all we need. Okay, that was somehow 100 times easier. If it does make it to 200 though, I can definitely tell it's going to be a struggle. Every single round now is reaching pretty much the last bend, or close to. Alright, 193 is gonna be one tough cookie. So, as I said earlier, wait to Homeland. And then these spikes get way more Pierce. Honestly, it might have been a better idea, or it might have... This thing might have gone to a high round if I tested this before they nerfed the synergy with how the Spike Storm works with... hang on, I'm dead. Pretty close, though. But previously, Spike Storm would scale with the attack speed, so Homeland would get, well, an even more insane buff. Right now, it's only just double the Pierce. Really makes a big difference. Maybe a big enough difference that, you know, it offsets the buffs that this thing has been given over the last updates. Guess we'll never know. It would definitely be cool if there was some way to access old versions of BT6. Maybe there already is a way. If so, then let me know. It certainly would be fun to maybe boot up a version 1.0 of BT6 for some nice nostalgia. See how bad some of the tier 5s were back in the day. I am once again dead, sadly, so I think I need to use a rejuve this round. Damn. Okay, before we completely rely on the rejuve, though, I will do the Chinook, because as I said earlier, maybe moving it in the corner will help. Would I do it now for the ZMGs? Yes, it was the ZMGs that killed me, so somewhere over here to make sure more of the spikes reach it. Come on. 2 more BPs, and that does it. Either that or we change timing of stuff, I don't know. But nice. Unfortunately, Carpet is not long for this world, but we are once again dying to the next round, so... Save me. Nope. Alright, Carpet's been moved very early this time. There we go. Yep, this is huge. Displacement matters. Maybe I'll just keep it here the entire time. The only harm is that is if nothing gets the exit, then I lose out DPS. That's why I'm still moving in the middle. But, you know, maybe I'll just leave it here. Yeah, that might save me some headache. Okay, perhaps there is a chance that round, those spikes expiring here mattered. So back to the middle you go. And then here we go. With this ability usage, move it. I'm pretty sure, the cooldown still keeps ticking while the thing is getting transported. I don't think it's gonna work, though, without rejuve, sadly. So just one rejuve potion, is that right? Yep, 1 of our 2 for an extra spike storm ability. And then I guess slightly longer Homeland duration. And that'll do it, right? It still looks really close to, not working at all. And no. Maybe I get some good value out of using the rejuve late. Because, Wicked is using it early just to pop all the ZMGs down to fast stuff. So I'd say now is good to unload another Carpet to save us here. Come on. Yep, I think this does it. I don't know, but it looks good. Yep. Cool. So 1 more rejuve to spare for whatever round ends up being hard next. Gotta say, those fortified ZMGs have got hands. Is 197 of the death round, or I didn't even clutch up with our last. So close. Due to the nature, again, of how Homeland works, it just doesn't work anymore when you restart the round. I think I gotta use my last rejuve here, which ain't good. I don't get another refresh until 200, so I guess we won't make it there. Alright, last rejuve here, and last try. If it doesn't work, it simply doesn't work. I've experimented with moving it back in the middle and all that, but nothing seems to handle all this long line of Moab, so GG, just short of the 200, but I think just out of experimental reasons, we gotta skip. We gotta at least see what it's capable of against the strongest single target. So let's put it right smack dab in the middle and see how quickly this pops. And if it pops, actually, that should pretty much come as no surprise. Yes, it will pop it. In fact, just 2 or 3 abilities breaks down that layer very easily. So if you don't mind the inevitable lag that comes with 5 billion spikes every 15 seconds, then this is definitely a good candidate to add to your late game loadout. Because, normally there wouldn't be a bunch of ZMUs in the way, because you'd likely have a BMA at that point to one-shot all of them or something like that. But regardless, hope you enjoyed seeing the Carpet Spikes go ham. And again, click here if you want to see some more super buff challenges. But that is it for now. See ya.